guys, it's Maddie, and welcome to perhaps the most difficult shot to set up I've ever done. This is actually my Disney Animators collection, and so yeah, this is the display I typically keep them in. Today I will be talking about my collection and giving you just like a little overview of each doll, some things I like about the collection, the price point and stuff. So yeah, okay, so first things first, I started collecting in September, like mid-September of 2013, and that is when I got Jasmine. And my most recent two are Lilo and Mulan, and as of right now, I am done collecting. They retail for $24.95, but you can occasionally catch a sale that is like 2 for $20, and I caught a sale that was $17 a piece on Lilo and Mulan. So yeah, let's get to the collection overview. The thing I like about this line is that no two dolls share the same face mold. They very clearly look like they're all meant to be together because they are all from the same collection, but each doll is very unique. Like all their characters are unique. Each doll is totally different, and I love them all for totally like different reasons. So yeah, let's get to looking at each doll individually. Hey guys, as you may notice by the dramatic lighting change, this is being filmed quite a bit later, and it's because the night I'm filming this is actually the premiere night of Descendants 2, and so of course I had to watch that, and so now it's like night and there's no natural light outside. So I'm going to be doing this in backwards order of chronological release of the movies. So starting with Kristoff, he is one of the only two male dolls that Disney has produced for this line, and yeah, he has the same construction as a female doll but with molded hair. And his hair actually has like little dusting and highlights, and it's very nice. Yeah, he has Finn here. His clothes are made of very nice material. It looks like he has like another shirt under here, but it's actually all one piece. And he has some blue pants and some like snowshoe type boots. Then he has these mittens with little cord wrapped around them. Here he is. So let me give you a close-up of his face. Here he is. So yeah, that's Kristoff. The problem with like their little animals is that they like to flip around to the backside so you can't see them. So this is Anna, and a thing that I really love about Anna is that she's made to be just a bit shorter than all the other dolls, so she stands a little bit lower than Elsa because she's younger. So yeah, Anna has her dress from Do You Want to Build a Snowman? So she has this little rose mowing on her shoes and her dress, which is like a Norwegian pattern. Her dress is very simple, and her hair is up in two pigtails, and she has some very light freckles. I will give you a close-up look at her face. There we go. So yeah, there's Anna. Oh, and Anna's pet is Olaf, and Elsa's pet is Olaf without a nose. This is Elsa. She has her Do You Want to Build a Snowman dress, or an alternative of it. She has some rose mulling on her shoes as well. Can you see that? Yes. And on her dress is very nice. It's like the same construction as Anna's, just a little bit more mature. And her hair is in the simplified French braid. There are like two pieces coming from up by her ears, but besides that, it's like a regular braid. And she has her bangs, of course. And now I'll give you a close-up on her face. So now moving on to the next set of dolls. This is, of course, Merida, Rapunzel, Tiana, and Lilo. I'm going to take a second here to talk about something. I think it's only Rapunzel and Ariel I got from the wave in between. They're like second wave when they weren't doing pets. So that is why Rapunzel does not have Pascal and Ariel does not have Flounder. Spoiler alert. Okay, so here is Merida. She has very, very lovely curly hair. And it's like, I don't know, it's curly, but unlike other Merida dolls I have seen, it does not have like product in it. It just stays curly. Like I can definitely feel some product keeping it curly, but overall it is just genuinely this way. It's very soft to the touch. So that's one thing I definitely love about Merida, along with her. Let me pull her hair back so you can get a better look. Her face is very unique. A lot of the girls have like a neutral smile, but Merida's is more of a mischievous like smirk, which fits her character very well. I'm going to move her closer to the camera so you can get a better look at her face. So there she is. Her outfit is not exactly from anywhere in the movie. It has some gold detailing at the collar, so a gold ribbon. some like Celtic, I think these are the hounds that her family has, but it could also be a bear, which would make sense for the movie, and just some plain blue flats and white tights. And she of course has Angus with her. Now moving on to Rapunzel. Rapunzel was the third doll I got, and I would like to comment on how gorgeous the hair quality of this line is. Like, their hair is all pretty much so genuinely soft. There are a couple dolls that are exceptions, and I'll bring those up because as I get to them, but their hair is very brushable, and if it has product in it, it is very easy to get it out. So anyways, I usually have Rapunzel's hair tied back in a braid because, as you can see, it has a problem getting in her face. So I will pull it back off her face. One problem I have with Rapunzel's face is her purple lip gloss, but I mean, it looks kind of jarring up close, but it's not really a big deal from a distance because her dress is purple, so it kind of takes some of the impact away. And for her dress, it's a very good interpretation of her movie dress, except it doesn't have the long sleeves. She has the mock corset, and then her dress has several layers. It has this lower layer of a like light sheer purple, and then this glittery sheer layer above, and some like peplum with glittery designs. And her hair is proper Rapunzel length, or like as close as you can get on a doll. It goes all the way down the doll and then a little bit drags on the floor. And so yeah, there's Rapunzel. Next up is Tiana. Tiana is very pretty. I love Princess and the Frog. It's a vastly underrated movie. I love all Disney movies, let's be real. But yeah, here's Miss Tiana. She has the cutest little dimples. I may be wrong, I think she's the only doll to have dimples out of this line. She has a trindle of hair right up here, and she's just wearing a very simple green dress reflective of her, like the beginning of the movie with Charlotte in the storybook. She has a frog. I don't think it's specifically supposed to be a Naveen. She has some cute little black shoes and socks, and she has little green ribbons around her ponytails. As for Tiana, her hair is obviously not like brushable. I'm not going to take it out of the style, but I have seen people take the doll's hair down from like the design or from like the factory hairstyle it's in, and it looked great still. So there's Tiana's little ponytails. So here's Lilo. She's a very accurate depiction of her movie counterpart as opposed to dolls that have came out in the past depicting Lilo. This is a closer look at her face. I'm very happy with her. Lilo is also the only doll I own that came with an extra accessory besides her like animal or pet friend. This is Scrump, of course, Lilo's handmade doll. Her dress is just a Hawaiian dress from the movie. She has some blue sandals. She has a little bit of like bangs right there. And then her hair is very soft. It does still have some product in it, but over time I can definitely brush that out. So now moving on to the next set of dolls. This is Mulan. She is the other doll that is like my latest. And so here's a closer look at her face. So her outfit here is like just like a cherry blossom top with some layering on top of it, like is used in like her other outfits, like her matchmaker dress and her end of the movie dress. And she has some shoes with some itty bitty little flowers on them that I might paint. And she has, of course, little brother. She's wearing white pants. And then she has little red ribbons around her braids, and she's very cute, and I was very excited that I actually got a hold of her while she was in stock. Okay, so here's Pocahontas. Very cute doll. So here's a closer look at her face. So Pocahontas has Miko with her. Pocahontas is just in her simple, like, deerskin dress. She has her little necklace from her mother, which technically she wouldn't have had at this point in the movie because she doesn't get it until she's, like, an adult, but I'll overlook that because it's cute. Her hair, I don't know if this is something I caused or how she came, but it's very, like, jagged. I don't know if, like, from brushing it, I made the layers go, like, move oddly. I'm going to try to fix this. But it's very soft, once again. She has a little product up at the top, but it's pretty much soft for, like, the entire length of the hair. So there's Pocahontas. So here's Jasmine. She was my first doll. I got her in September 2013. And she's the only Animators Collection doll I have that is missing an accessory. I actually lost her headband. It was the same color as her shirt, and it had a little jewel in the middle of it. And I'm like really sad that I lost it, and I wish I knew where it was because it was super cute. She is from the first wave of Animators Collection dolls, and she actually has a new outfit now, but I much prefer the one I have. And this is her little tiger Raja. And she has this cute little tunic with this little pattern on it. And there's gold detailing at her neck. She has these cute little pants that are supposed to be gathered at the bottom, but this one like came ungathered for unknown reasons. And this side's still gathered, so I'll try to fix it at some point. And she has these cute little shoes. And she has this hairstyle, which I have redone quite a few times. This is the current rendition of it. So yeah, now here's a closer look at her face. Oh, there she is, and here's Aladdin. So Aladdin has a purple vest, like in the movie, some harem pants with a little cute patch right there. He has a bow, and then here's the back. His hair is molded in the same fashion as Kristoff's, and he has his little fez. And here is his face up close. He just looks so happy. He's so sweet. He's moving on to the next set of dolls. Okay, so here's the next set of dolls. This is Belle, Ariel, and Aurora. So here's Belle, and the funniest story about Belle, I didn't think I was ever going to get her because she used to be in her yellow dress. And I was like, there's no way she would have had that dress at her age, like when she was a child. So I was like, okay, I just won't buy her. And then they re-released her in her lovely blue dress. So I'm very happy they did that because this might be one of my very favorite dresses that Belle wears in the entire movie. So it's blue, and it has this little like fake long sleeve shirt that's actually attached to it. And she has this cute little collar with lace detailing, this little white bow, and then the blue apron with lace detailing at the bottom. And she has this adorable little bow in her hair, some little black shoes and white socks. And then here's a closer look at her face. So now moving on to Ariel, who is actually my favorite princess. Here's Ariel with her long, luscious, very, very soft red hair. Her hair is exceptionally soft. She has little sections of hair like twisted and tied off right here to represent her huge shelf bangs. She has her little seashell top and her tail with little sequined decorations to look like scales, and she does have feet under her fin if you were wondering. And here's a closer look at her face. So yeah, there's Ariel, and now moving on to Aurora. So Aurora is actually my sister's doll. That's why she doesn't have like her little pet with her. It's actually over in my sister's room. My only complaint about Aurora, I don't know if this is because my sister takes care of her dolls differently than I do, or if it's just the doll itself, but her hair is a lot more coarse and does not hold curl as well as the other dolls. I showed you how beautifully Merida's hair curls. Aurora's hair is harder to get to curl like that because it will fall flat more easily than Merida's hair. Her bangs also present a bit of a problem. The way they are styled is very hard to achieve. I've had to redo it a couple more times, and I'm trying to like retain movie accuracy, but it's a little bit difficult to get them to curl the way that they do. However, she is an adorable doll, and I really do appreciate that she is in her Briar Rose outfit with the purple skirt with the lace at the bottom, and she has a little peasant blouse, and then her corset did tear right here. I just noticed that just now. But yeah, she has her white collar. Overall, her outfit's very cute. She has a black headband. Can you see that? Here's a closer look at her face. Her face is so sweet. She is just overall a very nice doll despite her hair problems. I just had to mention her hair because she is like the only doll in the line that has this problem with hair that doesn't like to stay as nice, but with maintenance it can look very nice. So on to the next wave of dolls. Okay, so here's the last set of dolls. And this is Tinkerbell, Cinderella, and Snow White. Let's start with Tinkerbell. Now, Tinkerbell I think, is the most unique of the dolls for the simple fact that she is a fairy. And so she has fairy wings attached to the back of her costume. They're not actually attached to her. They're very cute. And then she has her pixie ears. Very cute. She has little pom-poms on her shoes. Her dress is kind of simple, but it's like has this nice folded sheer pattern over it and then the leaves. And she has TikTok Croc as her pet, and she is very cute. Oh, and her hair is in this nice like little swirly bun. I don't touch it. I have seen someone take it down. It looked extremely nice still, taken down. Her bangs can get a little bit out of order, but nothing that just moving them back can't fix. Yeah, so moving on to Cinderella. Cinderella has this very nice dress that is like loosely based on the dress she wears in the storybook beginning of Cinderella. It has this pink ribbon around her waist with these little puffy sleeves and the peplum over her skirt. And it's just very nicely constructed. It looks elaborate, but it's very simple. She has Jack, her mouse. Her shoes are blue with little bows on them. And she has little white socks. And then here is her face up close. Her hair is very nice and curly. It has a small section tied off at the top. And it is very soft with the curls. It can get a little puffy, fluffy kind of at times, but besides that, it's very nice. So moving on to the last doll, which is Snow White. Here is Snow. She's just in her very nice, like, simple dress from the movie. She has some lace detailing at the top and bottom, but then she just has the blue and red sleeves and the yellow skirt and her little bird. Her shoes are like Cinderella's, they just don't have painted bows, and she has white socks. The cutest little ribbon in her hair. And here's her face up close. Now, one problem with these dolls, it's not a big problem, but they do occasionally, can you see this, get staining from their articles of clothing. Because I leave them in their original outfits and don't like change them into anything else, the staining is not really a big issue to me, but yeah, just so you're aware of that. She has these two little sections of hair tied off at the side, and here's the back of her hair. It's kind of in layers, so it can get a little bit unruly, but overall it's very soft and does a very good job of communicating the Snow White hairstyle. One last thing, I realized that I somehow made it through this entire video without talking about the articulation of the dolls. Okay, so their head is on a pivot, so she can look all around and up and down and just in all directions. Her arm goes up and down, and it also goes out to the side a little bit. But this is like as far as her leg goes. She can sit on the ground, but only like this. So that's the articulation on all of the dolls, including the boys. So yeah, that's everything about these dolls. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and bye guys!